Okay, so this is the end of term video for English and North American contemporary literature. I'm Solange Nunez da Silva, and I'm going to talk about Thomas Hardy's The Man He Killed. So, I'm going to briefly explain Thomas Hardy's biography, the context, the historical and literary context of the time, and of course, I'm going to do the Man He Killed analysis. So Thomas Hardy was born in England in 1840, and his primary education lasted until he was 16 years old. Then he was lent to an apprenticeship, with an architect. So in his first years of life, he had a very isolated and rural way of life, which we can find in many of his novels. By 1862, he moved to London, where he met and of course was influenced by Swinburne, Browning, and Charles Darwin. The first two were very important writers. Browning mastered the dramatic monologue, which we will return later for the analysis of the poem, and of course Charles Darwin, which is he made very big contributions to the science, more importantly, the theory of evolution that we are using it until now. So these influences helped Hardy not only to become a better writer, but also to broaden his way of thinking also. Okay, so he his studies were paused because of his work as an architect, but he self-studied poetry and writing. By 1867, he returned to his homeland because of his poor health. And well, there is where he self-studied poetry writing. So later on, when he was 30 years old, he met his first wife, which encouraged him to leave aside the work of an architect and really actually started writing seriously. And well, she could convince him, and so he could start his literary career. He has written many works. He has written novels, poems, and some other beautiful works. So Hardy was one of the most important writers in the Victorian era, and he wrote The Man He Killed as an anti-war poem. Many writers were writing anti-war poems as a response to the Boer War. So this war was, it lasted almost 3 years, and it was in what is now South Africa. And the war were the British against groups which were antagonists to the British rule. So Hardy had his suspicions about the involvement of the British Empire in this war because of the resources in this place that the war was held, because in this land gold could be found, and that's why Hardy had the suspicion of why the empire was involved. So finally, the analysis of the poem is very, very rich and very interesting. It's about a soldier who explains that he had to kill a man in war, during war, because only it says in in one part of the poem that he had to kill him because he was my foe, so because he was his enemy. And during the entire poem, this soldier is trying to reason why actually he killed this person, this man, because he thought that if it wouldn't be for the war, and because they were standing in opposite uh, enemy sides, let's say, they could actually become friends and could go out drinking in an inn or a bar. So the main theme of the poem is the senselessness of war, because it the speaker of in this poem, this soldier explained that he killed this man only because he was his enemy. He was as poor as the speaker, and they were similar persons. So that's why this is very important. Also, something very interesting is that the entire poem is composed of 5 quatrains, and it has a ballad-like sound when you read them, when you read it. So it's like a ballad stanza because it sounds like a nursery um, or a lullaby. This is very important because it seems that Hardy did this on purpose, because it leaves the air or of this serious topic and the poem is dealing with. Um, of course, we can mention one of the important influences from London. We can say it's a dramatic monologue because the poem is written in quotation marks throughout, and so we can say that we can infer that it may be a conversation someone heard and was written down later on, or maybe it's this poem is actually inside the speaker's thoughts, this soldier's thoughts, while he um, lives again this experience and tries to reason why he had to do what he did. Um, and when first published, this poem, um, Hardy actually included a description of the setting, where it says that in the Fox Inn in Stratford Lane in Hamlet, um, and well, it mentions that um, the characters or the people involved in the setting were this returned soldier, his friends, and they all were from Hamlet. So here we can again see another connection between Hardy's previous experiences of rural life. And well, I chose this poem because I found it very interesting how the writer's personal experiences and his actual context were involved in this beautiful poem that if you hear it, it could sound almost as a song. So, well, that was it. I hope you have liked it, and have a great day. See you again next time.